Good morning, students. So recently, Karnataka SET examination was held for particularly talking about English literature examination. We have a lot of queries from the students to analyze the paper. What can be the cutoff? How was the examination? Was that moderate, easy, or tough? So we are going to discuss the same in this particular video. If you have not subscribed to this channel, then do it so that we can have more updates on competitive exams in English literature. All right. So let's get onto the computer screen and let's first figure out what all are the questions they have asked, which all are the subjects that dominated in this particular KSET Karnataka set examination. All right, so let's check it out. So you see the first 10 questions came from the language, linguistic and prosody. This is the subject that I have always suggested to the students because the questions generally asked from this particular subject is quite easy or full of common sense. But here we can see that this language linguistic subject asked in the Karnataka set was fully factual, and I can say that this particular section was tough rather than easy or moderate. You can see the first four questions are a little tough if for a new student, for a literature student, because they have not studied these first four questions. This question on creativity is a general question. The remaining three questions can be only solved through the thorough study of language linguistics. Another question is on Jean Piaget's theory. We have already discussed these theories on the YouTube channel. In the UGC NET examination also they have asked about Jean Piaget's theory. The next five questions are also related to language, linguistics and prosody. So they have asked 10 questions from language subject. Alright, so they have asked dangling participle. If you have knowledge about dangling participle, then only you can able to answer this particular question. So we have the 10th question, which is on the literary device. Alright, so the first 10 questions came from language subject that are difficult. Okay, if you are not able to solve these 10 questions, and then no issues. Most probably other students are also getting 3 or 4 questions right out of these 10 questions. Okay, so don't worry, the cutoff will be less because of the difficulty level. Yes, the English education in India is also a little bit moderate, you can say, not very easy or not very tough. On the English education in India, you have 10 questions from 10 question number 10 to question number 20 that came from English education in India. But the good thing is that they have not asked so much tough questions from literary theory and criticism, which contains 30 questions. Yes, beginning from 20th question number 20 to question number 50. All these questions came from literary theory and criticism, and then next 25 questions came from British literature. Let's check it out now. So now you can see we have the question number 11th. From 11 till question number 20, we all these questions are from English education in India. Of course, these questions are factual questions, so we cannot expect the students to remember all this information. There we have who are the coordinators of chutneyfying English, the phenomena of English. So you see here we have previous year questions playlist on the YouTube channel Limitless Literature. We have already discussed a lot of videos here, and anxiety of influence, multi-accentuality. So here also we have discussed about English, we have discussed about Piaget's theory. Okay, so many questions came directly from this playlist. For instance, 7 types of ambiguity. Here we have chutneyfying English, that is a work by Rita Kothari and Rupert Snell. Alright, so here we have the question, who are the co-editors of chutneyfying English, the phenomena of English? So we can have two answers for that, Rita Kothari as well as Rupert Snell. You can challenge this question even if you have not picked the right options. Out of these 4 options, these 2 options are the right one. You can challenge this question. All right, so let's come on to the next 10 questions, starting with, according to Gayatri's P work, a subaltern is multiply oppressed, usually a woman, a third world denizen. That is right. All of the above question is the right answer to this question. So from here we have 21 to question number 50. Those questions according to me are very easy because literary theory, criticism and British literature, these 3 subjects, I always try the student to stay focused on these 3 subjects because these 3 subjects are very important. Okay, and they are very scoring also because literary theory began in the year 1920. So from 1920 to 2020 you have to study the theory for 100 years as compared to British literature, which is from 495 Anglo-Saxon period to the postmodernism, that is around 2000 years of British literature you have to study. But literary theory and criticism is something that is more scoring, so I don't think that the questions from 20th to question number 50 you might have faced any problem. So there were 30 questions, so at least if you have scored around 20 questions, 18 to 20 questions right from this literary theory section, that is a safe score. Okay, so we have to score at least 55%. We can just take the 55% will be the general cutoff for general category, or 56%, that is the usual criteria I fix on. The cutoff may be high, the cutoff may be less, so 56 or 55 questions is what I believe to be a good number out of 100 questions. So 3 to 4 questions you can get right from language, and then English education in India, there were 10 questions, 3 to 4 questions you can aim for in this particular subject also. But yes, literary theory, 20 to 25 questions you have to aim for. All right, so let's check it out, other questions from literary theory. So you see, what was the book that put Judith Butler on the map in 1990? 50 Shades of Grey is not a work, Undoing Gender is not a work, Bodies That Matter is not a work by Judith Butler. So gender trouble is the right answer. Okay, so again, bourgeois concept of cultural capital refers to, okay, we have already discussed in the previous year playlist. So you can see here we have already discussed here about bourgeois, habitus, field, doxa, capital, social reproduction by Pierre Bourgeois. So if you have studied, if you have been through this video, you will be able to answer the question. Okay, again we have Gramsci's term for cultural consensus, that is hegemony, that's right. What is archetype? That is also an easy question. You see, now they are asking the questions from literary criticism, William Shakespeare, Edmund Spenser, Philip Sidney. Now they are asking the questions from literary criticism. Criticism is also a scoring subject. Okay, no doubt the questions, some questions are tough, some questions are easy, but again, out of 30 questions, at least you must have scored 20 questions right. That is going to build your score towards 56 questions for this Karnataka set. Okay, let's get back onto it. Till question number 50 we have the questions from criticism and theory, and then came the questions from research methodology. Okay, so 51 to 60 questions. Till question number 60 we have the questions from research. So these are the questions that are asked from the paper 1 also. Like if you have studied paper 1 research methodology, you will be able to answer a few questions from this particular subject also. But do not worry, because not many of the other students have studied this particular subject also. So these 10 questions you can aim for 4 or 5 questions right. You have to gather the questions from here and there, like 4 questions from language, 5 questions from English education in India, 5 questions from this particular subject research methodology. So in combining all these 5 4 questions, you can get around to the number of 56 questions or 57 questions. That's the particular strategy. So almost all the questions are based on the knowledge of the subject, and not so many students have gone through this particular subject, so do not worry about this section. And now from question number 61 to question number 85, okay, these all are British literature questions. And even beyond that also, like from question number 85 to question number 100, like those 15 questions are mixed match of the questions. Like there were questions from criticism, theory, British. Okay, so they are asking mixed match questions, miscellaneous questions from the last 15 questions. Okay, it is expected that you have been through the thorough study of British literature, because without British literature, theory, criticism, it is impossible to crack any competitive exam in literature. You can refer to the books, you can refer to the R courses, you can refer to any other teacher, but you have to develop the knowledge of these 3 subjects. Many students found, like the students that I am in touch with from Karnataka state who are sitting in this examination, so according to them, yeah, language is tough. Like the first 10 questions were tough, and then we have the questions from English education in India, and then we have the questions from research, that is also tough. Okay, so the remaining questions, English education in India 50% moderate level, literary theory is easy, criticism is easy. Okay, of course you have to make some blind shots, no one is going to have the 100% accuracy in the examination. Okay, it's all about the elimination technique, it's only about the intelligent guesswork. The more you study, easy, the better your intelligent guesswork go. Okay, so we have seen the Gujarat set results were declared and the cutoff was 56%. Okay, so the Karnataka set is similar to Gujarat set. You can expect the cutoff to be 56, 57, or even a little more, because I found this examination a little easier than Gujarat set examination. Gujarat set was moderate to high. Okay, so I can think you can assume that the cutoff will be around 57%. Please do not worry right now. Okay, so wait for the results, wait for the official answer key, wait for the official updates, and do not forget to subscribe Limitless Literature in case you want me to update more such videos. I will see you soon in the next video. That's it for this. Thank you.